Speak on the family, speak on it. How y'all doing today? This is Grasshopper World, of course. You know who it is. You know it's me, Grasshopper. God got me. You know that. You know I'm with God. And God is with me. He's with all of y'all. Y'all know this. I did say I'm going to read the book. I'm going to read it. Going to be once a week, maybe twice a week. Depends how things go. But I'm here though. This is Rainforest Strategies. Rainforest Strategies by Michael Q. Pink. Met the man. He grasshopper certified. Excellent. I think this is his 20th book he wrote. This is my first book I ever read besides the Bible. I did the introduction on my live about 2 weeks ago, I think. Got permission from him to read, so I'm gonna drop the description down below of his website, who to order books from, because that's what he asked me to do, and that's no problem because the man's great. I want all of y'all because I'm not the best reader, but I'm gonna try. About 13 of my subscribers want me to read, and I said if I have at least 10, I read. So just like in the Bible and Lot said, if I can find one that's doing what they're supposed to do when you say Sodom and Gomorrah, God on his word, yeah, if you can find one. So I did the same thing. I just put a 0 in front of it. I found 10, and 10 of them want me to read. I'm not the best reader, but I will read. I will give it a try. I will spell what I can't pronounce. God help me, Lord bless. And y'all dropping a video if you actually enjoyed it. Because like I said, I will continue on doing stuff like this and continue on being me if one person got something out of the video. So whoever watches the video, if you feel that you got something out of it, let me know. Thank you. I got something out of it, Grasshopper. Thank you for your time. Let me know that you appreciate it, because all I need is one person to say that God is telling me to keep on going, because that's all I care about anyway. Whoever God say, not me. But he said he read in there, my friend Grasshopper, keep pursuing him. Wonderful man. But Michael Pink, Michael Q. Pink, that's who it is. This link will be to his website in the description below. And I'm continuing from the introduction. This is going to be I'll read it from page 6. Hopefully to page 12. Yeah, from page 6 to page 12 is one we'll read. Then they're going to be going to chapter 2. Alright, ready? Read it, and here it go. It's some hidden wealth. For centuries, this is page 6, by the way. For centuries, explorers have hacked their way through the jungles in the search of gold, unaware they were surrounded by something better than gold. If they only had eyes to see, there is so much information, so much revelation waiting to be harvested by studying the created order, and in particular, the highly abundant, lush rainforests found in tropical regions around the world. In recent years, scientists have begun exploring the rainforest in search of cures for all manner of diseases, and with much success too. They have begun to recognize some of the wealth hidden in the primitive rainforest the world over. Companies like Monavi and Zango, that's Xango, I hope I pronounced it right, Zango or Ansco, have turned to the rainforest to find exotic blends of natural berries full of powerful antioxidants to increase vitality and enhance life. But there's more, much more, as we move beyond the industrial economy to a more knowledge-based economy, business is beginning to recognize that the real profit to be earned from nature comes from the principles by which it flourishes, where then the exploitation of its resources. The rainforest is the most fruitful, productive, and diverse ecosystem on the planet despite having limited capital. It has limited poor quality topsoil. So the question beckons, how does the rainforest deliver so much fruitfulness, so much productivity, so much diversity from relative scarcity? That's a good question. The answer to this question is what every business owner, entrepreneur, and household manager needs to know, and I intend to show you. That's it. Show us, Mike. Show us. By rightly discerning what makes the rainforest so fruitful and productive, despite having to work with limited resources, and by wisely interpreting the systems of the rainforest, we can begin to assemble a model for business that has tremendous potential to revolutionize our business and our lives. Indeed, the way forward in business and life is to become more like a complex living system that adapts to change, conserves resources, and produce abundance, all without breaking a sweat. Yeah, that's my future goal. Consider this rural library of Alexandria in Alexandria, Egypt, founded in 283 BC. Wow, before Christ. By Ptolemy, Ptolemy. Ptolemy? Maybe the T silent. Ptolemy II was once the largest library in the world. It had over 500,000 documents from the ancient world, including Assyria, Greece, Persia, Egypt, India, and many other nations. Over 100 scholars were said to have lived on site, working full time to perform research, write lectures, and translate and copy documents. This incredible treasure trove, Trove, trove of ancient knowledge was burned to the ground in 48 BC. It's amazing how 283 to 48, so the years scrolled down. Didn't know that. I learned something today, y'all. With Julius Caesar being the most likely culprit, it has been considered the greatest loss of knowledge in history. But now, every day, a greater source of knowledge is being destroyed and misguided quest for gain. That's for hidden wealth. The next subject is astonishing facts. According to the organization Save the Rainforest, a typical 4 mile square mile patch of rainforest contains as many as 1,500 species of flowering plants, 750 species of trees, 125 mammal species, 400 species of birds, 100 species of reptiles, 60 species of amphibians, 150 different species of butterflies. They point out there are more fish species in the Amazon River system than in the entire Atlantic Ocean. Wow, Mike, you did some research there. And a single rainforest reserve in Peru is home to more species of birds than the entire United States. Wow. I wonder what Rio was. I like this. That excited me right there. Good job, Mike. Good job. Here are some more facts from their site. At least 1,650 rainforest plants can be utilized as alternatives to our present fruit and vegetable staples. 37% of all medicines prescribed in the U.S. have active ingredients derived from rainforest plants. 70% of plant species identified by the U.S. National Cancer Institute as holding anti-cancer properties came from rainforests. Okay. 90% of rainforest plants used by Amazonian Indians as medicines have not been examined by modern science. Of the few rainforest plant species that have been studied by modern medicine, treatments have been found for childhood leukemia, breast cancer, high blood pressure, asthma, and scores of other illnesses. I am not a tree hugger by nature, but I have come to understand the importance of the ecosystem and sustain us and the responsibility we have to sustain them. With stunning disregard to our own mutual welfare, we have destroyed nearly half of the world's rainforest, and with them, most of the indigenous people dwelling therein. In Brazil alone, just 500 years ago, there were up to 10 million indigenous people, 10 million people living in the rainforest. Today, there are fewer than 200,000 left. Wow, man. Left alive. We have increased nature's normal extinction rate by an estimate 10,000%, mostly in the rainforest, where thousands of species are becoming extinct every year. Our corporate disregard of the natural order is currently causing the largest mass extinction since the dinosaur age, but at a much faster rate. We need to wake up. Wake up. Let's wake up, y'all. Let's wake up. Tropical rainforests circle the equator, maintaining a surprisingly cool but comfortably warm temperature of roughly 80 degrees, with rainfall ranging from 160 to 400 inches per year, depending on location and terrain, untouched by previous ice ages, and maintain a constant warmth and water intake. Tropical rainforests are home to an estimated 60 to 80 million different life forms. Talk about diversity. Wow, you're right about that. But here's the dirty little secret that people like the Rainforest Action Network want us to know. More than an acre and a half of rainforest is lost every second. That's like burning an area more than twice the size of Florida every year. I hope we figure it out before we cut it all down and lose not only a critical life-sustaining natural resource, but also all the wisdom that could have helped us going forward. Okay. Yeah. Whew, that's a lot of information. My video is kind of short. I got 12 minutes left. Wisdom found. Speaking of wisdom, did you know that Solomon, the wisest man in history, had a passion to study and learn from the created order according to Hebrew scripture? Solomon spoke of trees from the cedar tree that is in Lebanon, even unto the hyssop that springeth out of the wall. He spoke also of beasts and of fowl and of creeping things and of fish. And there came of all people to hear the wisdom of Solomon from all kings of the earth who had heard of his wisdom. What is interesting is that Solomon let them determine the fee to be paid, for his wisdom. In 1 year alone, the weight of gold that came to him was 603 score and 6 talents. That's over $1 billion in today's money at current gold prices. That's in 1 year, people. Wow. Besides that, he received revenue from the merchants and from the traffic of the spice merchants and from all the kings of Arabia and from the governors of the country. In short, he was a very prosperous man. Yes, he was. Teach me, Solomon, teach me. How do you think the kings of the earth came to Solomon to learn how to prune an apple tree? Or is it possible that Solomon understood, like other towering figures of history, that the invisible traits of the unseen God are clearly seen by the things he has made? That the wisdom of God can be learned in part by studying and reverse engineering the creation around us. That the created order is a textbook without pages, containing more wisdom than we can uncover in a million lifetimes. Come with me on this journey and discover, as Bill Shireman, President and CEO of Future 500, says, it is a 2002 keynote address to World Future Society. Yet, despite the scarcity, or because of it, the rainforest is the most effective value creating system in the world. Okay. Doing pretty good. He wasn't the first to see it, nor the last. Thankfully, more and more business executives are waking to this truth. In the process, two things occur. First, we began to value and preserve the rainforest as both a repository of wisdom or a storehouse of renewable, replenishable food and medicine with remarkable curative properties. Secondly, we began to apply the lessons we learned from the rainforest and build enterprises that are self-generating, self-replicating centers of profit that provide immense value and harm none. Since my first trip to the rainforest, I have been back to Panama a number of times. I have also explored the rainforest of Belize, Costa Rica, Tobago, Tobago, and even Vancouver Island in British Columbia. The things I learned, we began to immediately apply. In fact, as noted on our website, www.secretsoftherainforest.com. That's www.secretsoftherainforest.com. Within 90 days of applying these principles, we tripled our staff, tripled our office zone, and I'm too embarrassed to tell you what happened to our revenues. What I will tell you is that what used to be monthly revenues is our internet business, and now done as of the writing of this chapter a couple times a day. Dang, Mike, okay. Wow. You would discover as you read this book what it means to be rainforest compliant. It is a business term I have coined. So, rainforest compliant, coined by Michael Pink. It is a business term I have coined referring to a business that purposefully employ business lessons from the rainforest. They are businesses that were possibly in feasible mode and conform their practices, strategies, and operating principles to those observable in the rainforest and reap substantial, measurable, and lasting profit as part of a larger study. I am currently working with a nonprofit entity to raise funds for a new breed of business schools called the Inspire School of Business. They have a global mission to require substantial endowment to get started. The foundation charged with raising the endowment for the school retained me to set up the structure and system to achieve their endowment goals. First order of business was to make them a working model of a rainforest compliant business and study the impact of revenues and profits. Prior to my involvement in their first few years of existence, they had built an endowment of approximately $10 million since deliberately applying specific rainforest principles to their endowment growth. that amount has quintupled. QUINTUPLED in only 7 months to over 50 million. Wow. Oh, quintuple. It's 5x. Yeah, it's 5x. 5 times 10 million is 50 million. So it's 5x. If these principles and practical strategies adapted from the rainforest can actually help a former sales trainer, yours truly, www.sellingamongwolves.com, www.sellingamongwolves.com, and business consultants turn a struggling internet business into a thriving economic engine and help add $40 million in value to a previous unheard of nonprofit endowment in matter of months, then you might want to consider taking a really close look at what follows in the subsequent chapters, even if you think you know some of the subject matter. Take the time to process the information and see it again in a fresh light. I'm gonna try to make it, y'all. I got okay. Yeah, in Jesus' name. I expect when you are finished reading this book, you will have had a few aha moments. Make sure to write down any ingenious ideas you get right away. Don't expect to remember them later. You won't when you read this book. Have a notepad with you to jot down ways you can apply the lessons to your business enterprises. When I travel in the rainforest, I carry a pen and a pocket-sized notebook, so I will be sure to capture the inspiration that seems to hang off every tree like ripe fruit just waiting to be picked. If you would like to join one of our rainforest expeditions, where we explore the rainforest in the morning, then return to an upscale hotel near the rainforest to process what we saw and discuss how to apply those lessons to revolutionize your business, then contact us at 877-254-3047. 877-254-3047. All through www.rainforeststrategy.com. Okay, Mike, I hear you. I invested $50,000 to learn growth management strategy in the rainforest just so I could improve my business. Although I received many times that investment back in short order, I also received a bonus of less stress going forward on future rainforest quests. We plan to have proven business leaders who have successfully applied rainforest principles to their business, pass on their wisdom in a classroom setting back at the Rainforest Hotel, and help us grow strong and thriving businesses. The education won't be cheap, but ignorance is far more costly. Yes, it is. There's no stupid questions that one not ask people. Step into the rainforest with me and explore the unsearchable riches of wisdom safely embedded in all things living business. Fads come and go, but the wisdom in these pages has been around for a very long time and will not cease to be relevant in the future. Ignore at your own peril and proceed at your own risk, because it takes guts to act on what you are about to read. But if you act, even if you fail, and you will learn invaluable life lessons that will serve you well in the future. The rainforest is a blueprint for success, that the execution is up to you, and poor execution, even when superb plans, can still result in failure. Whew, Jesus. Okay, people, I'm gonna stop right there because I only got like 48 seconds left. It's only like a paragraph left, which I'll continue on next time. I apologize again for my storage. I'm trying to clear it so I can really read. I love y'all. This is, like I said, page 6 to 12 on rainforest strategies. Like I said again, comment in the video if you got something out of it. I actually got excited, and I apologize for reading fast, but I didn't know I could read it fast. I learned something. But I love y'all. The video about to cut off, and I'm gonna try to have more than 24 minutes. I gotta do something on my phone. I love y'all. Love y'all. And have a wonderful day.